Shay.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, bro?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, I'm good. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me again, bro.
Yeah, got you. Thanks for coming. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months?
Pretty much about 6 months.
Yeah.
Got you here last year, and
It's like early on.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope. And when we were on the episode last time, we spoke about that you're working on some music and all that stuff, and that next time when you release your first single, then you come back.
Yeah, that was the
agreement. You know,
and now I'm back.
And you're back. And you know that only means one thing.
Yeah.
That means that your track came out. What's it called? What's your track called?
So the name of the track is called Juice. Supposed to be all uppercase.
Yeah.
For the love of I don't know. I just couldn't figure out how to make these platforms put everything in all uppercase. They just kept like lowering the case.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
You'd think it'd be easy, huh?
Dude, like literally, I'm like, I might actually know where the code is that does this. Can I just go rewrite this shit? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, congratulations.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out.
And your rap name is Sorry, I'm saying Gad Juice. I'm Juice.
Yeah.
Gad Shay.
Yeah, so my rap name is God Shay, which a lot of people are like, what the hell, what happened? Like, it used to be just Shay.
Just Shay, yeah.
But, I mean, there's a logical reasoning around that. Mm-hmm. It's not in a religious sense. Okay. As most people are like, oh, so this man, he's a god now.
Yeah, God.
Nah. It's my name. I have creative license to use it, I guess. It made sense because that was like the first bit of my name. And the last bit, the backstory around that is when I went to high school, people started calling me using the first bit of my name.
Which is Gad.
Which is Gadzi.
Okay.
Yeah. But growing up the rest of my life, everybody used to call me Ushe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I felt like I had two different lives.
Yeah.
People knew me as Shay, and then on the other side, so I was like, what the hell? And then I tried to change to move everybody to the other side, for like,
which is Ushe.
Yeah. And then it became Shay. Most people knew me as Shay. My artist name was Shay. And then there was a very, very distinct moment when I was like, Shay is not going to work because I went on Spotify, I went on Apple Music, I went on all these platforms. I'm like, how many Shays are out there? And I'm like, God damn, there's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And most of them are female artists, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, we got to do something about this. And then that's when, like, we actually war roomed it with a few people. Like, all right, so what do you think? What do you think? And this made sense. That's the name I liked.
Yeah.
And that's when we went with that.
And this happened when you were releasing your new song and checking on Spotify, just registering everything, and then you realize, 100%. Flip, man, Shay.
It's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. Okay. And Gad Shay is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. And the explanation is pretty profound. A little bit. Just a little bit. That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, I really want us to play this song. So what we're gonna do is, you have your phone, right?
I have my phone. Yes, I do have my phone.
So let's do a little premiere.
All right.
I know we already premiered at your birthday.
Yeah.
This is the world premiere.
That was pretty rad, bro. That was pretty rad.
It was fire, dude. It was fire.
Did I just play it
Yeah. So you can just play it onto your microphone.
Oh yeah.
And then it's the world premiere.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go.
Juice. Okay, before we start, why Juice?
Shit, man. How did this track even come to life? Like, I was in the shower, bro. That's what happened. And I was like, I just kept saying, like, sure, you want to pull up for some night juice?
Yeah.
I was like, night juice. I was like, what the fuck is night juice? I was like, that's nice. Sounds nice. And then I was like, nah. Then, like, I remember I was talking to TK Beasmith. And I was like, yo, dog, listen to this concept. It was like, yo, that's pretty cool, right? And I was like, let me know if you have an instrumental, that we can do something with. And Matt, he's mad talented, right? So
he's mad.
And like, he played like 2 beats, and then the second one, I was like, yo, bro, that's it, man. Let's go, bro. Let's go. And then we just started vibing, and then and then Juice came out. It was like, Night Juice, like, can I pull up some night juice? Pretty nasty, but
hella. Damn.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, let's play the joint and let the fans know what's going on.
Yeah. Let's go.
There we go. So it's B Smith on the beat.
Yeah.
That boy nasty.
Crazy. I don't even dance, but she's saying, boy, I like you. She said, boy, I like you. Dance. You look like you got a plan. Tell me what's up for the night, dude. What's up for the night, dude? Told her I'm here with my man. I'm sticking to the night, dude. Sticking to the night, dude. She replied, say that's a vibe. Can I pull up for the night juice? Pull up for the night juice. Making power moves like we're trying to go to Mars. Party in the club, then we'll move it back to ours. I cannot relate to honeys that don't have insurance. Not talking about your cars, talking about your body parts. That's why I insured the voice goes for the heart too. I'm a boss man, do what a boss do. Girls in the Uber van, I'm in the carpool. I want a house or two, you want a house view. Plan was always get the money, then the bitches follow. Problem is, if you hit it once, then they hit the follow. Blowing holes in the budget, got a nigga feeling hollow. A lot of blow in the kitchen like we're trying to walk with Pablo. I don't even dance, but she's saying, boy, I like you. She said, boy, I like you. Dance. You look like you got a plan. Tell me what's up for the night, dude. What's up for the night, dude? What's up? Told her I'm here with my man, I'm sticking to the night, dude. Sticking to the night, dude. She replied, say that's a vibe. Can I pull up for the night juice? Pull up for the night juice. Pull up with the squad, let me show you how we living. We don't tell them PVT location, that's a given. Back it up a spell, Coco, I'ma need specifics. Up and down in a circle, ain't nothing different. Really, we the difference. Came in there with dripping, looking like we pimping. I'm a 90s kid. Got the bees buzzing like, honey, what you flipping? Honey, what you sipping? Honey, what you... Heard that you talking a lot, rhyming like a Vespa. Told her you got it, now drop it low. Pick it up where you left off. I'll call you tomorrow, it's something to say. Soon as my dick's off, I'll call you tomorrow. You get the gist now. I don't even dance, but she's saying, boy, I like you. She said, boy, I like you. Dance. You look like you got a plan. Tell me what's up for the night, dude. What's up for the night, dude? What's up? Told her I'm here with my man. I'm sticking to the night, dude. Sticking to the night, dude. She replied, say that's a vibe. Can I pull up for the night juice? Pull up for the night juice.
Fire.
Yeah, man, that's it.
This shit nasty, boy.
And then you get the signature B Smith where he's just like going crazy.
He goes
on
wild.
the instrumental. It's like, dude, I'm not even gonna touch this bit. That's all you, man.
This might as well be featuring Beat Smith,
Right? Shout out to Akuvi for the bad vocals, man.
Oh yeah, she's on the chorus now.
Yeah. She came through. She just made it sound sexy.
Yeah, it gives it an extra layer.
Yeah, 100%. It just fills up the stereo. Nice.
You know, back in high school when you're making music, bro, like you're always looking for that chick who has that voice, bro, because you know that
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes it a lot more complete.
Absolutely. All right, man. Congratulations on the single. So is this part of an EP of some sort?
So it is, yeah. So EP was supposed to be 7 tracks. Well, it still is 7 tracks, and this is one of the tracks on there. I changed the name of the EP like 2 days ago. It was supposed to be Stereotype. I think we might have talked about that when I was here last time. Yeah. The name of the EP was supposed to be Stereotype, and that's because I've been working on that concept since like 2014. So I was chilling with Hilsey, and I was like, bro, you pretty much made that entire EP, and you've got tracks scattered around like from back in the day. Why don't you just release it? So that's the thought that I had in my head. It was like, our Stereotype, let's just make it. But then when I was done with most of the songs on it, I realized that's actually not the concept. That's not what it is. I was kind of like refiguring out how to make good music again, if that makes sense. So this is the first time I'm actually saying the title of the EP. So the actual title of the EP now is Dream Deferred.
Dream deferred.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
That just came from exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Right. I deferred a dream like for a very long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we were talking about this like back in university.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. And that's a while ago. That's a while ago.
Yeah. So
okay. All right. And so it's complete.
It's not complete. There are enough songs, but I don't think it's complete.
So there are 7 songs, but it's just not the right 7 songs?
Yeah.
So you're gonna shift it around?
I'm gonna make more tracks, and then we're gonna pick the best 7 or the 7 that fit that kind of mold.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what happens to the like other tracks?
I might just drop them for the fun of it, you know, like do like a care package type thing.
Because they have to be released.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I'm completely getting out of the space of making music and not putting it out. I just don't want to do that.
It's a waste.
I've done that long enough.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. So yeah.
I mean, you have like you know that song I like Stereo.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's never been out, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this song is too good not to be out.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me release it on my freaking channel.
Yeah.
And see what happens. It has a few listens.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's dope.
All right. So do you have like a deadline that you set for yourself? Anytime you basically, well, not anytime because this is the first time.
Yeah.
But do you have a deadline where you're like, I need to release it? This is a release date.
So it's more. I mean, I'm taking a very technical approach to it. Like I'm taking the music very seriously. So when I say that, like I've got metrics. Like I'm literally working like I'm running a company, but I'm the only person in the company, right? So I've got numbers, I've got metrics, I've got certain key points that I have to hit, and then that moves the next thing, right? So say for instance with the single, right, I'm trying to build up a good enough audience to a certain point, and then I'm already starting to work on the video for Juice. And then once we hit that metric, we put the video out, we see how much more we can gather from that, get more people, because at the end of the day, when it drops, I just want enough ears to listen to it, if that makes sense. And then I have to figure out what is the number that is kind of, what number am I okay with? Am I okay releasing it to 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, and then it goes out? So there isn't a deadline in as far as I have to do it by March, right? Something can move the needle. Like if we're not getting enough people listening to it, if we're not getting the right response, I might even get to a 3rd single. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to push that needle. I've already got the 2nd single planned out. That one's gonna be featuring Akuvi. Okay. Shout out to her, man. She's mad talented. Like, so that's kind of like the strategy. Do this and then that and then that and then that.
And did you come up with this strategy on your own? Or did you like Google like how do people
I've
do
just been wargaming it in my head, bro.
Right. That's dope.
I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I mean, also like there's a lot of material out there. Like sometimes you don't even realize where you got the actual strategy. Like you watch a lot of different things, listen to a lot of different people, and then when you're sitting together. Yeah, when you're sitting by yourself, you think you're a genius because you thought about it, but you really didn't. That's exactly probably
it's kind of recorded in your subconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
And the single with Kuvi is that the one I saw on your Instagram where you guys were recording?
Yes, sir.
That's the
one.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, that one's nice.
That sounds fire.
Yeah.
All right, and Kuvi herself, how did you meet her?
Akuvi, I met her through.
Is it Akuvi or Kuvi?
It's Akuvi.
Akuvi. All right, my bad.
Yeah. I met her through a friend. I met her through Tin. They were friends with Tin, and then she was like, she does music. I was like, that's crazy, right? And then we went to a couple of her shows, and I was like, man, this girl's talented.
So she actually does performances.
Yeah,
she's legit.
She's legit.
Right,
like she's there.
Yeah.
So and then I was like, yo, man, I also do this shit low key type thing. And she's always been curious about like, okay, like, and then again, Smith sent me the beat. He was like, yo, bro, listen to this. I'm like, that's nasty. Right?
As usual.
And then he was like, no, it'd be dope if you get like some good vocals to it. I'm like, I know exactly where I'm gonna go with this. Then I hit her up and played it for her. She was like, this beat's crazy. And then lucky enough, like, cause at the time she wasn't in SA. I think she was actually in Norway. And then she was like, I'm actually coming to SA next week. And then she flew in. The first week she came through, we were like, yo, let's do this. Got together, got in the studio, and we put it down, bro. Yeah, no, it's sounding pretty nice, I must say.
That's fine. Yeah. So is she based in Norway or here?
I think she's based in Norway. She was studying here. Yo, shit, man. I'm probably gonna say the wrong thing. I don't know.
Hey, we don't have to talk about that.
But like,
okay, cool. Yeah. So she's okay. That's dope. That's dope. Nah. Okay, and that one, do you have? Is it done? Like in terms of? Like,
it's done.
production?
It's done.
Okay.
Just working on the final bits, which is the mixing and the mastering of the final song.
Yeah.
But it's ready. All the vocals are there. Everybody did their thing, and yeah, it's just pretty much post production at this point.
And I've always wondered, like, how does getting a feature, like to get someone to feature on your track, how does it work? Like, do you have to pay them? Is it like?
I suppose it depends with the person, right? I mean, it's early, man. It's early days, yo. Like I suppose we out here just trying to make something happen, you know.
We're trying to help each other out,
right? So, for the most part, like most of the people that I've done music with, to be fair, is just invite people for a studio session, and if there's a lot of artists around, usually more times than not, you'd be surprised. An artist is just artists. They're just hungry. They just want to eat the mic, bro. Like, then they hear the beat. They're like, yo, man, can I jump in? Can I hop in on that? That's it. That's a feature right there, you know?
Yeah.
It's never really, I guess, when we haven't gone to the stage where you listen to a song and you're like, I think this person would be nice for it. Let's reach out to them, you know, management, and see how much we can get for this. And are we going to do royalty split, whatever? We're going to share them, you know. So we haven't gotten there. Like I'm not going to say much for the sake of, you know, these people haven't given me permission to talk about it yet. But I've got some crazy features that happen that way, you know. I've got some people are like, yo, shit, you got this person on your track? I'm like, yes, sir. I'm like, well, how did that happen? I'm like, no, we just played the beat. They happened to be in the studio. They were like, it's nice, let's go. You know, so that's how features have worked for me in my own experience.
That's exciting. Yeah. And these crazy features are going to be on your EP.
I hopefully they will be. Hopefully.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And that boy Drew MC.
Drew's gonna be on there. I can't hide that. Drew's gonna be on there. There's a nasty ass song that's got Drew on it. It's gonna be on the EP.
That boy nasty too.
Y'all.
That boy
mad
nasty.
Talented.
And I know. I don't know. Do you have Hannah on there too?
She might be on it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't.
She'd be a dope. She's
so talented.
Yeah, she's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I think, and as far as female rappers go right now, I don't know anybody that can touch her right now.
Yeah, like you don't get better than that.
It's like, yo, man, you're like, yo. Nah, I've had the pleasure of seeing her record once or twice. And I'm like, what? It's too much. Like she's really good.
Yeah. She's another one I actually wanted to reach out to.
Yeah.
I didn't get to doing that, but I probably will.
Yeah. All right. Nah, she's dope.
She's dope. All right. Okay, so that's the in terms of the video. You said you're gonna start working on the video.
Yeah.
Do you already have like the concept there?
So I mean, there's a guy I'm gonna work with.
Yeah.
We spoke about it maybe a week ago. Like, let's just try getting like concepts out, see what we're thinking. I've got things in my head.
Yeah.
You know, like on a day to day, you just visualize certain things. So those things are kind of in the air. We haven't actually sat down to say, let's start thinking about the video. I just wanted to get like the single, you know, like just making sure everything is fine with the single first, and then we can like shift our mind to start thinking about the video. There's also a couple of people I would like in the video that aren't around. It's probably gonna have to wait for those people. But yeah. I mean, there's no definite concept, but there's like floating ideas around.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. There's something I wanted to ask you. Just slipped my mind about the video.
Video vixens.
How about that?
Is there gonna be vixens in the video? Is what you're asking me? I don't know, man. Shit.
It depends.
I mean, we kind of talking about the night juice, right?
Yeah, maybe exactly. Kind of falls in place.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll see some vixens in there. One or two.
Nah, that's exciting, bro. Yeah. So in terms of how are you trying to push the actual single? Like, what methods are you using?
Right now it's been organic, to be honest. It's been literally, you know, I'm going person by person, like, yo, and I haven't even like intentionally started bugging people, like being one of those annoying people.
Yes.
I am gonna get there, like sending the track to each and every one person at a time. I'm trying to get like onto as many platforms just to talk about the music as I can, which is pretty hard if you're an artist that people have never heard of.
Yeah.
And people are like, where's your content? You're like, it's on my hard drive, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
Because your Spotify has one song.
Yeah. Like, it's on my hard drive. But like, okay, but I need to know that, you actually with the shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
legit,
I am, bro. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I just don't have it out yet. Just bear with me. It's pretty hard. So I've got, man, like, shout out to the people around me, man. Like, people like pushing the pen extremely hard for me. Like, I didn't even like expect it when the single came out, like, the homies are out there like looking for each and every person in their phone book who's got a podcast, who's got a blog, just trying to make sure, like, yo, dude, I have a friend that's, can you give him,
shout out
the platform? Yeah. So shout out to the squad, bro.
That's dope. And I saw on your Instagram you're doing a lot of reposts.
Yeah.
People playing your song,
100%,
like in the car, or just like just like vibing to it.
Yeah.
And that shows.
I mean, you're one of those people, man.
One of those
Shout out
people
to
for
you,
sure.
man.
Absolutely, man.
Shout out to
I
you,
got you. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like, I don't do that to anybody.
Yeah.
And to any song.
Right.
The song has to be fire.
Yeah. 100%,
and I have to be
100%.
feeling it legitly.
Yeah,
like,
and that's testament to the song, right?
Yeah. So that it made me realize that because I've also had times where people I don't know are literally like pushing my podcast for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's such a surreal feeling.
It is, man. It shows you that you're doing something right.
Yeah, you've got the right mindset, at least.
Yeah. So so it's important to, because I mean, it's one thing to like push it and like force it down people's throats, right? But if they're not connecting with it, you're wasting your time.
100%,
Pretty much, you're wasting your
100%.
time. So that's why like props to you, for the hard work you put in.
Yeah.
Because the production's legit,
Yeah,
and you can see it from how people are reacting. Even at the party where you released it, like people were like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like, you literally could have just slipped that song in while playing other songs, and it would have just like fit right in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats on the single.
Yeah, man.
Do you have any interesting metrics to tell me about the actual
single
song? Yeah,
I haven't
at the
checked
moment.
them.
You haven't checked.
I haven't checked them. Like, I've been, I was like, listen, I don't want to like get in the way of what I'm already doing.
Yeah.
I know if I look at the numbers and if they're too high, I might just like, if they're too low, I might just get like pretty annoyed,
Yeah.
So I just want to keep my head straight. I was even telling Louis, I was like, yo, bro, like, I need to get back in the studio, man. Like, just the way people reacted, I was like, yo, let's go. But then he was like, bro, calm down. Just calm down. Let's focus. Let's get the mission right. Shout out to Louis. He's been like my right hand man.
The manager.
Yeah. Shout out to the manager.
I see you.
Yeah, man.
He's right there in the back. Yeah.
So that's just like, I haven't tried to look at anything, but like just organically looking at how people are reacting to it, how people are playing it, what people are actually telling me about the song. Like, it gives me a bit of confidence in just the artwork, not necessarily. I mean, the numbers don't always translate to the actual art form,
Especially when you started.
100%.
Yeah, especially when you
It
started.
could literally just like kill your morale.
Yeah.
So
that's one thing I tell a lot of creators and artists. Like, even with my podcast, like, and I. When I started, I mean, to be honest with you, from when I started to now, I've probably kind of doubled the listeners, right? But I started the podcast in 2017, right? So that's kind of, you can say that's kind of slow,
yeah.
But then if you put it into context, right, where you like flip, I mean, essay, not a lot of big podcasting isn't that big here,
yeah.
And also at the same time, I haven't really been like pushing guerrilla style where I'm like, yo, I need to do this, which is something I should probably do if I wanted to actually grow a little bit more. Yeah. But it's something I'm looking into. But hey, we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, no, man. There's actually an interesting concept that a friend of mine, like, he told me about it. Like, when I sent him the track, I was like, yo, what do you think? Do we go live with this? Or, like how when you're trying to find your single, you've got like a bunch of songs that you want to see what people are reacting to the most. And he pointed me in the right direction. Like, he sent me this article. I forget the guy's name, but the concept is called 1,000 True Fans. And I think it applies to anything, even your podcast, right? And essentially, what this guy did, like he went and he studied particularly music in this case, like what is the break-even number of people you need to have listening to your work for you to make a living out of it, right? Very, very different from what people think, which is virality. I gotta have 1 million followers, you know, I gotta sell out shows. It's 1,000, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so he actually did the numbers. He went and he was like, and the math is very simple at the end of the day, but it's backed up by a lot of research and theory. If you have 1,000 true fans that will buy, let's call it whatever product that you're selling, at least yearly, and spend like 100. In this case, he was using dollars, and they spend $100 on your products for the entire year, and that's 1,000 people. You can do the numbers. It's easy math, right? Right. So that is enough for someone to actually make a living off of one thing, which is music, without having to. But those are very connected to those 1,000. You email them, you talk to them as if, you know, like they're actually your friends.
Yeah.
You know, when they react to anything, you talk to them back. You know, if they need something, you send it personally, you call them there, you know, and that's 1,000. And from that 1,000, there's obviously like a cascade and growth where people come in, but your core focus is the 1,000. So it's a very interesting concept.
That's interesting.
So I'm looking heavily into it, just like finding, you know, that 1,000. Very different from how things usually work. Yeah.
And those 1,000, that's like your army right there.
That's your army.
Yeah,
that's your army. Those are your
that's
shooters,
your gang.
bro. Yeah. Those are your shooters. Those are the people that actually make a living for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. Anyway, man, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yo, man, shout out, man.
Cheers to your track.
Shout out, bro. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
having me, man.
Nah, I got you.
Always
I
a
got
pleasure.
you. Always.
Yes.
Well, as always, actually, let's give people your socials. Instagram.
Yeah. So you guys can follow me on Instagram. I am Shay _23. Twitter S_HAY. Is that right? Yeah. On Facebook, God Shay. So just search God Shay anywhere you find me.
So on Spotify or Apple Music, it'd be gad.shay.
Yeah. So on Spotify, Apple Music, even if you look for me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's the same thing.
All right. Hey, congrats. And people, just check out his single. That's on is it on every?
It's on every platform.
Even like Tidal or something.
On Tidal, Deezer,
so whatever you're using, just go there and search for gad.shay.
Yeah.
And is it gad.space_shay?
God.space_shay.
God.space_shay. So it's Gadshay.
I'll tell you how I got to that.
Yeah.
We were playing around and I was just being a fool, right? And these guys were pitching me names like Shay D with a D. I'm like, that's crazy. And then it went for like Slim Shay D, right?
Yeah.
And then and then I said Shay Cole, right? And people always used to laugh at me. Even some of my friends call me Cole, right? Because I love J. Cole so much. And I was like, this man's got a dot in his name. I'm gonna put a dot in my name too. You know, and God.Shay. That's how I came to that. Yeah.
I feel you. By the way, I'm glad you didn't go with Shay Cole.
It's stupid. All of the names are stupid. Yeah, man.
Glad.
Woo. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much. Hey, people, check me out check us out on Instagram. That's Amateur Opinions. Also on YouTube, we're right there. Just subscribe, like, share. Give us a 5-star review if you like the content. That's on iTunes. That always helps us to climb the charts and gives us more exposure. Yeah. And that's the least you can do, right? For all the work I'm doing. So yeah, just give us that, and we'll really appreciate it.
Smash that subscribe button.
Please. Please. Anyway, these are our amateur opinions. If you like them, you can take them. If you don't, you can leave them. Peace.